So according to Investopedia, 0.75% is the top rate that you can earn from a nationally available savings account in the United States. Now, I am familiar with some high interest checking accounts where you can earn over 4% interest, but in most of these cases, they cap how much you can earn that rate on at either 1,000 or at most like $10,000. In this video, I'm going to discuss why I decided to move $750 into BlockFi to take advantage of their 8.3% APY. Now, I know it does sound too good to be true, but I actually think it might be a good place for many people to store a portion of their savings. So specifically, I'll break down what is BlockFi, what are the benefits, how does it actually work, and what are the risks. You just got to get started. Welcome to the channel. I'm Harlan D. White, and on my channel, I'm currently documenting my journey of eliminating almost $50,000 in debt. And so each week, I'm providing updates on the debt-free journey, as well as sharing lessons that I'm learning along the way. So recently, I did a video where I went over 13 different accounts that I opened that were all crypto related, so I can get a feel for the space. And BlockFi just happened to be one of those accounts. So what is BlockFi? Well, it is a US-based company that offers crypto financial services that include interest earning accounts, loans, as well as a fee-free trading platform. In today's video, I'm going to focus on their interest earning accounts. Now, additionally, they have over $2 billion in assets under management, and they have the goal of redefining banking. So why did I choose BlockFi? There are hundreds of different exchanges and brokerages to choose from in the crypto space, and I basically chose BlockFi because they had a simple layout, strong investor backing, and high returns. All right, so what are some of the benefits of utilizing BlockFi? Well, if you want to take advice from people like Albert Einstein, who may have said something in the effect of compound interest is one of the most powerful forces in the universe, then BlockFi might be for you because you can earn up to 8.6% APY. You earn interest on a daily basis, and BlockFi pays you out on the first of every month. There are no monthly fees, and you get one free withdrawal every single month. If you want to withdraw more than that, you do have to pay a fee, and you get your withdrawal amount within 1 to 2 business days. All right, so here comes the fun part. How does this all work? Well, once you open up your account and you are verified, then comes the funding of your account. Now, you can fund your account using either Wire or ACH. I chose to use ACH, and they use the Plaid application, which makes the whole process really simple. However, in my case, when I uploaded the USD funds into my account, they automatically convert the USD funds to GUSD. Now, what is GUSD? Well, GUSD is Gemini dollar and is a stable coin created by Gemini. And Gemini is a New York regulated cryptocurrency exchange created by the Winklevoss twins, hence the name Gemini, which represents twins. And if you're not familiar with the story, these are also the two individuals who some deem as the thought leaders of Facebook, or basically, as the story goes, Mark Zuckerberg stole the idea of Facebook from the Winklevoss twins. And so these are the same twins, and they created Gemini. All right, so to go a step further, what is a stablecoin? Well, a stablecoin is a type of cryptocurrency that is either pegged to or backed up by a currency or commodity, usually one to one. And what this allows is for them to take advantage of the stability of a stake-backed currency like the USD or a global reserve like gold. As a result, you won't see the huge price fluctuations like with other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin or Ethereum. Instead, when you deposit, let's say 500 GUSD, you can expect that to stay at the 500 GUSD plus whatever interest that you earn on that money. And when you go to withdraw that GUSD, you will get that same amount of USD. All right, and to be fair, BlockFi does allow you to earn interest on other types of cryptocurrencies, not just stablecoins. However, I'm focusing in on the GUSD because I'm using it more as an alternative to the traditional high yield savings accounts. And as a result, I don't have to worry about the wild fluctuations of other types of cryptocurrencies, and I can just collect my interest. All right, now for the $1 million question. How is BlockFi able to pay these high interest rates and what are the risks? Now, one of the primary ways that BlockFi is able to pay these high interest rates is because they take the assets sitting in these interest bearing accounts and they loan them out to other corporate and institutional borrowers at higher rates. So that is the first risk, is the counterparty risk of them not repaying the loan. However, BlockFi does have several safety nets in place to help mitigate this risk. The first thing that they have in place is that they require over collateralized loans. So, for example, if a company wanted to borrow, let's say, 100 Bitcoin, then they would have to give BlockFi 125 Bitcoin. And there's many reasons why they may want to do this. One of them being it allows them not have to cash out their Bitcoin and still be able to leverage their Bitcoin to get cash that they can use for other types of investments. All right, and the second safety net that I saw mentioned on BlockFi's website is that they have risk management systems that monitors their positions 24/7. And in doing so, they have the ability to cancel any of their borrowers' positions at any point in time. And because they have that over collateralization, then there's minimal risk of them losing a large percentage. And the last safety net that I'll throw in there is that BlockFi stores a large percentage of their assets with Gemini, who is a New York trust company who is regulated by the New York Department of Financial Services. And the last risk, I'm just going to read it and I'll warn you that it's a bit scary. Digital currency is not legal tender, is not backed by any government, and the BlockFi interest account is not a bank account nor a brokerage account and is not subject to FDIC, SIPC, or other similar protections. Interest rates, withdrawal limits, and fees are subject to change and are largely dictated by market conditions. This is not a risk free product and loss of principal is possible. All right, now with that happy sounding message, I will say this. I don't think that BlockFi is right for anyone to put all of their savings into. Now, this is by no means financial advice. All I want to do in this video is to share with you what I'm looking to do and what I have been doing as an alternative to high interest savings account. And I do think that it might be a good option for many people to put a portion of their savings into. But definitely do your own research, check out their website, check out the reviews, and whatever else you need to do to feel comfortable if this is something that you would like to do in the future. All right, and with that, if you like the video, please make sure you like the video. If you're interested in more content like this, definitely subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified of future videos. If you've tried BlockFi in the past, definitely comment below, let me know. If you're thinking about trying BlockFi, definitely comment below and let me know. Also, I do have a referral link in the description below if you are looking to do BlockFi for the first time. Other than that, I will see you all in the next video. Until next time.